considering options, but they are still on the ascent at this point. Back in July. There again, the dark sky and the curvature is somewhat falsely accentuated by the wide angle camera. Nonetheless, people who have been that high say that you can begin to see the curvature of the Earth when you get up around 70,000, 80,000 feet above the Earth, and you certainly see that darkening of the sky. Now, 1 hour and 42 minutes into what had been estimated to be a 2-hour climb up to 120, maybe as high as 130,000 feet. A lot of media here covering this event today. There's an infrared shot. And it's beginning to change shape now as it gets into that high altitude. We talked about how it starts out as a teardrop and then expands into a big fat shape. It'll get much fatter than that by the time it gets up to 120,000 feet. So the video of today's events here are being transmitted live to more than 40 television outlets in some 50 nations worldwide. Also, this broadcast is being streamed live to 130 of the world's leading websites on the internet.
You are very near.
Coming up on 1 hour and 3/4 into this launch. And getting very close now to Baumgartner's July jump, which stands as the second highest jump from a balloon ever. So Kittinger, your emission control, owns the record for the highest jump. Kittinger's jump back in 1960, part of an Air Force high-altitude experimental program, was from 19 miles up, more than 19 miles, 102,800. So again, to review the record, Kittinger's jump stands as the highest jump, the fastest free fall at 614 miles an hour. Still shy, however, of Mach, the speed of sound. And the longest lasting free fall at 4 minutes and 36 seconds. So now we're beyond Baumgartner's highest jump to date, 97,000 feet. So this is higher than Felix Baumgartner has ever been before. Temperature inside the capsule, 51 degrees Fahrenheit. And outside, it continues to warm, so it's 16 degrees below Fahrenheit. Up where he jumps, it'll be even warmer than that. You can say even warmer, not something that far below zero. And not as bad as that 90 degrees below zero, 90-some degrees when it was outside at 70,000 feet. Capsule air there right about where they want it. In our graphic, we tried to arrange those colors so the green in the center means safe where they want it, and the reds on the outside would be more in the area of questionable, risky area. Vertical track still going up, more than 1,000 feet a minute, just slightly more. So now we're just 3,000 feet below the record high altitude from which Joe Kittinger jumped back in 1960. That far from Roswell. There it is, the existing record for the highest free fall. Joe Kittinger back in 1960. He had some trouble during that jump. His glove tore, exposing part of his hand. He didn't tell the people on the ground about it because he was afraid they'd abort the flight, make him come back down in the capsule. He told them. So he didn't tell them, and he went up to altitude with that little tear in the glove. But what happens is that the pressure from outside was enough to hold the glove close to his skin to prevent terrible trouble. What did happen, his hand swelled. What they say was almost twice the size of a normal hand. But he managed to operate all right. He couldn't do anything with that hand, but he was all right. He made the free fall successful. He also had a little problem coming down. He choked for a while. Didn't catch his breath, and later he wasn't ever sure what that was about. Just for a few brief moments. But they thought perhaps it was from a tie-down strap. He ties his helmet to his pressure suit. There he is, through the mark. So he now has passed the point from which Joe Kittinger jumped back in 1960.